Keep it going for Margot Leitman. Margot.
So it was about 6 months before my wedding, and I was having a constant anxiety attack over the big day, but also the transition I was about to make into the next phase of my life. So instead of actually dealing with that, I decided to channel all of my nervousness into karaoke. On this particular day, I was invited to this karaoke party, and usually I sing Gloria by Laura Branigan, because it's a really good song and it's in my range and everyone likes it. You can dance and exercise to it. But on this particular day, it was going to be different. I was going to take a chance and sing Dobie Gray's Drift Away, because I thought it was good, not too overdone, totally in my range, and it had that big breakdown right in the middle, where I imagined the whole bar would stop what they were doing and clap along as I said, "Give me the beat, boy, and free my soul." And it was going to be my moment, not a puffy dress. That was going to be my moment, you know? So I get to the bar at 6, and I waited. I put my song in. I waited for 2 hours. No Drift Away. Finally, at 8 o'clock, I walk up. I said, I'm leaving. You can take my song out. He goes, "Well, maybe you should have been a little more patient." I said, "Excuse me? You, sir, have sung 4 songs since I've gotten here, and your friend over there has sung 4 hits as well. So I don't think it's my fault I didn't get to sing my song." And then I slammed my fist down, and I stormed out of the karaoke bar and then regretted my use of the word hits, because that's embarrassing. So I get on the street, and 2 minutes later, my cell phone rings, and it's my fiance, who I forgot to say goodbye to because I was so enraged. And he goes, "Margot, where did you go?" And I said, I didn't get to sing my song. And he goes, "Well, I wish you'd waited 2 more minutes because they're playing your song now and nobody's singing it." And then he held up his phone, and the saddest little vocal-free version of Drift Away started playing, like, boop, 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 boop. And I lost it, and I started screaming, and I go, "Why are you doing this to me? Why? This is like a deal or no deal when they tell you how much more money you could have won, and you just chosen one more case. Why?" And I'm hysterically weepy in the street. I hang up the phone. So the next day I called a therapist, obviously. And I said, "Listen, I'm sorry. The reason I'm calling is I had an anxiety attack in the street because I didn't get to sing my song over at karaoke. The song was Drift Away by Dobie Gray." And there was a long pause, and I could tell she was thinking, "Oh, good song, not too overdone. Probably in her range." So she tells me I get an appointment, and I'm crazy enough to get an appointment, and I go in the following week. And I start going to therapy for the 6 months before my wedding and talking to her about seating charts and anxiety over my new in-laws. And then at night, I would go and I would sing karaoke 1 to 2 times every single week, but never Drift Away. It was too painful. I went back to Gloria. I just kept singing Gloria over and over and over again. This was my release. And then I'd go to therapy, and I'd be like, "Oh, the seating chart's so crazy." And then at night, I'd be like, "Gloria!" I mean, this was my life. And I wanted to sing Drift Away so badly. But there were so many other issues. I mean, I was always getting skipped in the karaoke bars, or they were always stiffing me on drinks. I was constantly getting in fights. So 3 weeks before my wedding, I go out to karaoke with my friend Michelle. We do the usual routine. I sing Gloria, she sings Push It. That's how it works. And I killed it that night. I mean, it was one of my best performances I've had of my life. So I kill it. So a few days later, she asked me if I want to go again. At the last minute, I have to cancel. I follow up with another friend the next day to ask how it went. She goes, "It was great. Michelle sang Gloria last night, and she really nailed it." I was like, "What?" So I confront her. I have no choice. I'm like, "Hey, Michelle, did you fucking sing Gloria last night?" And she goes, "Are we really doing this right now?" I go, "Yeah, we're really fucking doing this. What? You sing Push It, I sing Gloria. Push it, Gloria, push it, Gloria. Why are you straying from the system?" And she's like, "Margot, you don't even want to be singing Gloria. Gloria's a second choice song anyway. You want to be singing something else. Gloria's like your stupid ex-boyfriend you don't like anymore, that you won't let anyone else go out with." I didn't speak to her for 2 weeks because she was completely right, you know? And it's like, and all the times I sang Gloria, I never listened to the songs. It's like, "I think you're headed for a breakdown." That's a line. And also, there's another line. It's like, "Are the voices in my head really calling Gloria?" No, they were calling Drift Away, and I couldn't sing Drift Away. So finally, the wedding comes. I'd like to say it went off without a hitch, but who's kidding who? My father's an atheist. His mother used to be a nun. There were a lot of problems, okay? But the wedding was beautiful in a lot of ways, and I got through it. And then I went on a honeymoon, And then I came home, and I was no longer getting married. I was just married. And I felt such a relief. Like I no longer had this desire to go to karaoke bars multiple times a week and sing Gloria. I felt better. I felt like I was okay in this new stage of my life. So about a month or two goes on in my married life, and I'm off karaoke. And then one night I passed the bar where the original Driftway incident occurred. And I couldn't control myself. I'm like a moth to a flame, you know, a mouse to a glue trap, a crazy person to a karaoke bar, you know? So I walk in. It's a Monday snowy night. There are 5 sad strangers in there. And I walk in. And I sit down next to this frail Asian man, also alone. And he looks at me and he says, "I'm Asian. It's in my blood. What's your excuse?" And I had no excuse for my actions, but I felt like it was time. So I put my song in. I barely had to wait at all. The bartender gave me a free drink, and he handed me the mic, and I began to sing, "Thanks for all the joy that you've given me." And everyone stopped, and they all looked at me, and the 5 people in the bar went silent. And on the breakdown, everyone sang along and clapped. They went, "Give me the beat, boy, and free my soul." I mean, it was the exact moment I had been looking for. And when the song ended, this woman came up to me and spoke to me in broken English and said, "You are very talented. I love you." And it was all I needed. So at my next therapy session, I walked in, and I spontaneously said, "I'm sorry, but I don't think I need to come here anymore." And she was so confused and said, "Why?" And I said, I don't know how to explain it, but for some strange reason, I just think I'm okay. Thank you.